Hello, this is Genevieve Plays Ryza Burke. Welcome to the Triple Stripe collection video. If you've been watching any of my videos for any length of time, you know that I am a fan of Triple Strikes. Triple Stripe is no exception. He is an amazing dragon, and we definitely want to go for him. Before we look at the collection, I do want to look at his stats, and before I do that, I do want to say thank you so much, guys, for 500 subs. That is so exciting. I do want to do something special for it, but I am all out of ideas right now. So if you have any ideas for what to do for a 500 sub special, let me know and I will work on it. So let's move on to the video, and let's look at Triple Stripe and his stats. Looking at his stats, he doesn't do fish, but he does 25.3 million wood per hour at max level. If you don't know already, we generally look for about 20 million on Fisher wood as a base level, and 25 is pretty good because it's about 5 beyond 20, obviously. And then if you have a maxed out Triple Strike statue, he goes to over 40 million wood an hour, so that does not hurt my feelings. He is one of my primary wood gatherers, and he is definitely worth it. His iron isn't bad either, but you are going to be using him for wood. So let's go ahead and look at the collection itself. Alright, looking at this collection, I will tell you immediately, I do not like that these items are out of order. They frustrate me. They're really confusing. I will tell you ahead of time, the hardest items are the ones with less items. So the maps for 4 are hardest, and then the gold back masks and the box of papers are next hardest, and then the iron backed little mask for 10, and then the hilts for 12. So they are in the wrong order as far as what they normally put in. They normally do them from most items to least, and this is really bothering me. So I'm going to go in order of what they're pictured for my sake, but that's not the order of difficulty, so I will revise them in order of difficulty at the end. So please pay attention and stick around. Alright, the first item are the sword hilts. We need 12 of them, and the time cost is only 1 hour. The chance to get them is also 90%, so you don't really need to worry about not getting them. Because this one is so easy to get, you could really use any of the times, but the 8-hour one is a bit overkill, because you can only get a max of 4 per search. So no point really doing beyond the hour and a half, and I would definitely save this one for the end, because you can knock it out quickly. Moving on to these gold back masks, you need 6 of these, and the time cost is 3 hours, so stick to the 3-hour search however many bags you use. I will warn you, however, that because this has a 70% chance to get, about 1 in 3 bags will not yield an item, and that is really frustrating, but just know that going into it. So the 2 and the 5-hour search is not really worth your time, because it is a 3-hour time cost, so it's just gonna be wasted with any of the other searches and weird math. Alright, this next one we need 10 of, and the time cost is 2 hours. The chance to get is 80% though, so not as hard as the 6-item ones. But because of the time cost of 2 hours, I would say to avoid the hour and a half search, because that is just weird, awkward math. So stick to the half-hour and the 6-hour searches. The max item is 4, so the 6-hour is not too much of an overkill, but just avoid the middle one. And the other ones look to be pretty decent, but again, you're saving this for second to last, because it is the second easiest to get. Looking at these maps, now these maps are the ones that you need 4 of. I don't know why they're in this weird order. You need 4 of these. These are the hardest to get because the time cost is 60%, which means 2 out of 5 searches will not yield anything. That is almost half. That is really frustrating. The time cost is 5 hours, so the 5-hour search or the 10-hour search will do you. I recommend doing the 5-hour search during the day and the 10-hour search overnight. You can use however many bags you feel like. The more bags you use, the sooner you will get it. Those are obvious principles. And for the last item, we need 6 of these, and the chance is 70%, so again, 1 in 3 bags, you will not get anything. The time cost is 4 hours, so stick to the 2-hour and 8-hour searches. Once you have completed the maps, this one would be a good choice for your overnight search. Time cost is 4 hours, max is 3. Even with the 8-hour search, because the time cost is 4 hours, you could do multiple bags and you wouldn't overkill it with the 8-hour search. So looking at them all together, the hardest items are the maps. Do that first, and then you want to do the box of papers and the gold back mask weird face, and then do the others. Do them in about that order, going from hardest to easiest, so that way at the end you can spam those other items and you don't have to worry about getting them. They will be pretty easy, and because they have shorter searches, those will be cheaper to spam rather than the longer searches. I will make a quick note that if you are a writer, items can be a bit glitchy in the first few days and hard to get, so unlike for regular players, I would recommend, if you are a writer, sticking to the easy items early so that you are not wasting searches and times and runes for items that you may not get. So sorry, that's just the way it is for writers. Sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't. It varies by collection, so just keep that in mind. I will remind you, if you don't know how time cost works, feel free to watch other collection videos where I explain it. I think it's pretty apparent based on how I explained it in this video. If you don't understand, let me know. But also, the alpha costume does not affect time, so you can send him for whatever search and you're not losing time cost. It is magical game logic, I don't know. Anyway, so the costume does not affect time cost, so you don't have to worry about using alpha costume. It'll be more efficient if you use the alpha costume. And also the time cost is per bag, so for example, if you use 4 bags for the half-hour search, that counts as 2 hours. It's not 4 half hours and you just miss the time. That is 2 hours. So if you do 4 8-hour searches, that counts as 32 hours and you will have met a 4-hour time cost 8 times. So you can use that math. If I get the math from Ulik to better be precise, I will put that in the description or the comments. Alright, so I have the math from Ulik. If you watched my Dagger Squirrel video, this is the same process. Basically, the bottom has the average times, not the max times, like I use in search videos. These are the average times. We cannot calculate max or minimum because all we have is average time. So that's really all we can do. So these are the average times for obtaining the items using 1, 2, 3, and 4 bags. Also with ads, and then with alpha costume, and then alpha with ads. I used a similar thing on my Dagger Squirrel video. Again, shout out to Ulik for the math and JebCC for the design. So if you want to pause or screen cap, this should give you an idea for how to strategize, how many bags you want to use for each item. On the right side, it only shows totals for using the same number of bags across those items, but obviously you can kind of play around with it and mix and match. So alright, I hope this was helpful. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully at my 500 sub special. Thanks for watching. Bye!